Please have your attention. We are about to begin the program, so please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Bergen County Commissioner Chairman Tom Sullivan.
Thank you, Senator. Please join me in honor of the greatest country in the world. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Before we begin the speaking program, we'd like to acknowledge some of the dignitaries in attendance. We have Bergen County Commissioner Chairman Tom Sullivan, Vice Chair Jermaine Ortiz, Pro Tempore Dr. Joan Voss, Commissioner Mary Amoroso, Commissioner Jermaine Ortiz, Commissioner Steve Tonelli, Commissioner Tracy Zur, Clerk John Hogan, Sheriff Anthony Curitin, Prosecutor Mark Masella, Newbridge CEO Deb Visconi, Bergen Community College President Dr. Eric Friedman, Dr. Howard Lerner. We have a number of department and division directors in attendance. East Rutherford Mayor Jeff LaHollier, Lodi Mayor Scott Luna, Teaneck Mayor Mike Pagan, Little Ferry Mayor Mauro Rugusio, and there are a few other elected officials in attendance, and we thank you for being here. I got her. Yeah, pro tempore. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us today, and please welcome our Bergen County Executive, Jim Tedesco.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is my 9th State of the County as the county executive, and I have to tell you, every time I stand up here, how proud I am to represent the million people that call Bergen County their home, and all of you as either residents, employees, or residents and employees in the best county in the state of New Jersey, by far. It's such an honor to be able to work with such wonderful people, to do such great things for the people of Bergen County. Each and every day, you all make a difference in the lives of all the people here. And in many cases, you save lives. In many cases, you rehabilitate and change lives. And in many ways, you work with the people to make sure that they can be as productive a citizen, a person as they can be. So I'm honored and privileged to stand in front of you today to present the 2023 State of the County message. Chairman, members of the Commission, Mr. Prosecutor, Sheriff, Surrogate, Clerk, to members of the clergy, Administrator Dutch, Chief of Staff Diorgi, members of my executive leadership team, all of you, and to the people of Bergen County. It's my honor to once again stand here and report on the state of the county, and even better, to do so in person before a live audience for the first time in 3 years. It's great to be in front of you. So you're going to have to bear with me because as I was snow plowing last night, I was also thinking about this, the state of the county today, and I had made notes, and so I was transposing those notes, and so I have little marks and notes all over here. So if you see me a little tongue twister, a little out of sorts, I'm trying to read my notes and the speech that Derek and the team prepared. So together we've made it through some tough times over the last few years, and I'm grateful to finally say the pandemic is over. We've come a long way, but now our main streets are once again bustling, and business is growing as our lives return to normal. Looking to 2023, we will continue our efforts to further bolster the strong foundation we have laid over the last 8 years. However, none of this would be possible without the unwavering commitment and dedication of our county employees. I want to take a moment here at the start to thank all our employees for their dedicated efforts, many of whom continue to provide critical services throughout COVID every single day since, and the county has added new services to meet existing and emerging needs of our residents. Bergen County has long been one of the most sought-after places in New Jersey to live, work, and raise a family and visit. Our great schools, our green spaces, our superior retail, and downtowns continue to be destinations across the region. Bergen County has also long been recognized as one of the safest places in the entire nation. Don't just take it from me, though. In 2022, U.S. World and News Report named Bergen County the 8th safest region in the country. All of our first responders, and we have the prosecutor and the sheriff and many other first responders here today, you're the ones that contributed to making that happen, for putting your lives on the line for the citizens of Bergen County every single day. I stand here and say thank you. Thank you for what you do every day to ensure that the people of Bergen County are safe and that their families are safe. My administration remains unwavering in our support of law enforcement and our first responders. Just last year, we opened the new training annex at the Law and Public Safety Institute in Mahwah. With today's ever-changing public safety environment, the new annex supports regional cross-disciplinary training for fire, police, EMS agencies from across the county and the region, allowing them to train in life-replicating conditions. I want to just take a minute and thank Director Bloom. Without Rich's oversight, this project that turned out to be amazing, and for those of you that will be able to take advantage of this training, without Rich's diligence, that would have never happened. Rich, thank you so much for the work that you did. As we look to the future of emergency response, one challenge municipalities increasingly face is the ability to consistently field swift emergency medical services upon dispatch. To supplement EMS response countywide, in December, the county established the Bergen County Emergency Medical Services Group as a mutual aid force multiplier to help maintain a continuity of 911 medical response services during demanding situations. I'm excited to announce that 2 weeks ago, Bergen County EMS began responding to calls and now is operating daily. In their first few weeks of operation, the EMS group is already making a difference in our municipalities and our residents. Today, we welcome OEM Director Sheriff's Captain Matt Tiedemann, Bergen County's new EMS Coordinator Tom Rose, and the entire new Bergen County EMS team for bringing this to fruition. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Please. Where's Matt? There you are, Matt, Tom. Matt, Tom, please stand up. I could go into a long story about why we did this, but I'll just make it short and sweet. People weren't getting transported to the hospital. They were waiting too long. We believe that that is not something that should happen here in Bergen County. With the help of the commissioners and the EMS team, they put this program together in less than 6 months. We put ambulances on the road, EMTs on the road in less than 6 months. And when I said that we save lives, we are, right now, today, saving lives of the people of Bergen County. That's what our job is. Like we have our public safety infrastructure, we continue to make targeted and necessary investments in education. Our schools have arguably been the most significant driving force behind our growth over the last century. And this still holds true today as we boast of several top-ranking school districts and a county technical school district that includes 2 of the best high schools in the country. My administration and my colleagues on the Board of Commissioners remain steadfast in our commitment to education, and we are continuing to make the investments in Bergen County schools that ensure they operate at the highest level. As we look to the future, we are taking efforts to anticipate the needs not just in education, but in our future workforce. Later this year, we will break ground on a new career and technical education high school where the curriculum includes programs tailored to address shortages in high-demand fields that will keep Bergen County competitive in the 21st century global economy. We thank our partners, Dr. Lerner, and the entire faculty at the Bergen County Technical and Special School Services school districts for their continued innovation in providing educational opportunities for our students. Dr. Lerner and his team have worked tirelessly to ensure that we have the best teachers and schools here in Bergen County. Being rated 1 and 5 in the nation in high schools across the country shows the work that Dr. Lerner and his team does every day. Dr. Lerner, thank you for your work. Similarly, one of the jewels in the crown of Bergen County is Bergen Community College. Bergen Community College is providing more flexibility for working students by now offering 2 degree programs entirely online. This was made possible in part because of an investment from the county to help launch Bergen Community College's Center for Online Learning. Bergen Community College also has played a major role in the county's efforts to support small businesses. As a valiant partner of the Bergen County Business Resource Network, over the last year, Bergen Community College students have gained real-life skills serving as a resource specialist, aiding hundreds of small business owners with tasks that varied from developing social media strategies to finding suppliers, applying for grants and loans, and designing websites. I would like to take this opportunity to thank and recognize Dr. Friedman and the College Board of Trustees for their continued partnership and work and helping our students grow each and every day. Dr. Friedman, thank you. I have to say, this was This program is one of a kind in the nation. There is no other program like this in the nation. Again, Bergen County being out front. This is about helping students be able to get real life, real world life business experience, being able to use the skills that they're learning at BCC, take those out into the business world and help those small businesses that don't know how to or can't afford to build a website or to help procure things or to market their products. This program is so innovative, but just so wonderful in regards to helping so many people. It's a great program, and I want to make sure that we continue to keep that going. So again, thank you so much. The reasons why Bergen County is a great place to live, work, and raise a family are clear. However, in much of the New York metropolitan area, we recognize that affordability remains a challenge, especially for those who are just entering the workforce and looking to put down roots. That is why, after careful planning, we will break ground this year on a workforce housing project here in the county seat at 133 River Road in Hackensack. This will attract a new generation of skilled workers to our county seat and allow new hires, firefighters, nurses, police officers, and teachers to live in the county where they work and be able to afford it. I'm committed to ensuring that all the great things Bergen County has to offer is accessible to everyone. Another way we are working on tackling affordability is by continuing to realize saving through new shared service agreements with our local municipalities, schools, school boards, and even neighboring counties. Last year, we brought on new municipalities and boards of education for animal control, health services, 911 dispatch, IT, vehicle inspections, and mechanical services. And Bergen County proudly has at least one shared service with all 70 municipalities. Thanks to our success in bringing more towns onto our 911 system, the county actually reduced its service fee for 911 call answering, benefiting all of our local partners. We have taken similar measures with health services, offering our municipal clients the option of entering into 4-year agreements with more advantageous pricing to pass along savings to our municipal taxpayers. Our fiscal team has done an exceptional job over the last 8 years, building upon a strong foundation of county finances. Thanks to their expert management, Bergen County once again received affirmation from Moody's Investment Services that we continue to hold our AAA bond rating despite being evaluated under a new and much more stringent methodology. We will continue the practice of reducing debt service and adding funds to our surplus. Just so that you all know, we have the second lowest tax rate in the state of New Jersey, Bergen County. One of the most crucial functions of county government is caring for our most vulnerable residents, and in 2022, we affirm this commitment by continuing to provide high-quality services our residents deserve and further demanded them in key areas. The Division of Senior Services has developed a Dementia-Friendly Bergen County initiative with a goal of educating our many communities about dementia and making Bergen County a place where those living with dementia and their caregivers have access to the resources they need. My administration has also pledged to do everything in our power to support survivors of abuse, and we are making good on that pledge through the expansion of our Bergen County Alternatives to Domestic Violence Division, with response teams assisting nearly all municipal police departments when responding to domestic violence calls. And through events like the inaugural Bergen County Elder Abuse Awareness Walk, where we stood with residents and organizations from across Bergen County for their dignity and safety of our older residents. We know that many of our families face the challenges of hunger as well, and that's why we continue to support the network of emergency pantries and volunteer efforts throughout our Bergen County community with financial and logistical support. The Bergen County Food Security Task Force has dispersed nearly $1 million to 41 pantries across 2 rounds of task force sustainability grant programs. These grants make targeted investments for critically needed items that will ensure that our pantries in Bergen County are resilient and sustainable in their operation for years to come. As part of our commitment for caring of the most vulnerable among us, we continue to prioritize high-quality care and services at our county hospital, Bergen Newbridge Medical Center. For a second year in a row, Bergen Newbridge Medical Center received an A rating for patient safety from the Leapfrog Group, made Newsweek's list for the top nursing homes, and last year the facility celebrated the opening of new service lines in mammography, eating disorder, and ambulatory. I am so proud of the work we have done to not only put our county hospital on the right track, but to also establish it as a regional leader in COVID, addiction, and behavioral health care. Using the successful community health model deployed during the pandemic, Bergen Newbridge is now in the middle of opening several satellite offices in ShopRites across Bergen and Passaic counties, thanks to a new partnership with Sarah Supermarkets. These new Care Right Now locations offer residents access to critical health care services right in their communities, further removing barriers to quality, affordable health care. 5 years ago, when we made the decision to move and have Care Plus Bergen become the operator of Bergen Newbridge Medical Center, we had to choose a leader of that organization. There was one person that stood out amongst all the other applicants. And 5 years later, she has proved that we made the right choice. I need to take a moment and thank Deb Fisconi, the president and CEO of Newbridge Medical, for the work that she has done. She has been at the helm of this incredible comeback, has turned this hospital around. Where it used to make headlines for the wrong reasons, it now makes headlines for all the right reasons of helping and caring for those that need help the most. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for and give a warm thank you to Deb Fisconi, President and CEO of Bergen Newbridge Medical. Was it New Jersey Business? NJ Biz. Number 9 for the business leaders in New Jersey. So congratulations. As we strive to build off the success of Stigma-Free Initiative and change attitudes and conversations about mental health in all 70 of our municipalities, we remain steadfast in our efforts to continue expanding behavioral health and addiction services at our county hospital and through our own expanded division of mental health and addiction services. We will continue to battle, and I don't know that we'll ever win, but we will continue to battle the scourge of drug abuse, and addiction and offer as much mental health as we can, because those folks are the folks that truly need our help, and we're going to be here to help them. So, we know that access to parks and green space for passive and active recreation contributes positively to mental health and physical well-being of our residents. While we may be one of the most densely populated counties in New Jersey, Bergen County has an exceptional and vast park system. Our modern parks department is the culmination of 75 years of vision and careful stewardship of nearly 10,000 acres of parkland. Throughout my 10 years as county executive, my administration has preserved open space and continues to invest in our park system for the enjoyment of generations to come. Over the 8 years, we've spent nearly $30 million helping our municipal partners acquire, preserve, and maintain open space in their local communities, and we have invested nearly $60 million within our own county park system. In 2019, we completed the first county ever Parks Master Plan, and we continue to use it as a guide for improvements to our park system. In the past year, we celebrated the completion of 5 diverse projects, including the renovation of the Darlington Driving Range, the grand opening of the Van Buskirk Island Kayak Launch, 2 eco-restorations at the Wildwood Duck Pond in Ridgewood and the Teaneck Creek Park, and the completion of the state-of-the-art Riverside Park Rowing Center along the Passaic River. That picture that you see up there, that center is just a wonderful example of what can be done on the most polluted river in the state of New Jersey and in the East Coast, but yet we are able to build a rowing center and make it a national center for people all over the East Coast to come and row. We also announced the acquisition of 1.1 miles of property on the border of the East Rutherford and Rutherford at the site of the former Carlton Hill Railway, presenting a rare opportunity to reclaim a long-abandoned rail line for the public use and transform it into a vibrant linear space for the next few years. And this year, we will begin work to upgrade amenities in the Saddle River County Park, starting with the installation of new courts and even pickleball in the Rochelle Park and Saddlebrook section, followed by the Glen Rock and Dunkerhook sections. Plans are also in the works for Pascack Brook, Vanson, Wooddale, and Samuel Nelkin County Parks. Other upgrades to look forward to this year include new comfort stations, or better known as restrooms, at all golf courses, historically sensitive restoration work at the Garrettson Forge and Farm, the Wartendike Barn, and the Campbell Christie House, and a new ocelot exhibit at our nationally accredited zoo. So, if you think that I like zoos, you know that I like zoos. I also believe that our park system is something that we really are proud of, but it also is so important to the success of this county. We really, truly want to invest money into our park system because it gives a return to the people. When we talked about the mental health aspect, during COVID, parks were really the only place people could go. And that made a huge difference. And so when we look at moving forward, parks will always continue to be in the forefront of my administration because I believe they're so important to many aspects of our lives. In addition to the improvement in our parks, we have also been steadfast in upgrading our county public works infrastructure. Tom? As weather events have become more significant, like the snow last night, we are working to help mitigate flooding and recently installed backflow preventers at 13 locations along the Hackensack River. Michelle's really glad that that's finally done. Our dedicated team of planning and engineering and public works operation and road divisions have also been busy performing critical drainage upgrades, road improvements, and bridge repairs to local arteries across our county. Last year, we saw the completion of the Kinderkamak Road, Jefferson Street intersection improvement. It's actually where the DPW used to be, and the county police. In Hackensack, the tedious, well, really tedious West Century Road Bridge in Paramus. That bridge probably was the longest repair in the history of a bridge being repaired, and I bore the brunt of that every day from the people of Paramus, and also getting impacted on driving, as did Tom. But with over 440 miles of county road, there is always work to do. And this year we look forward to completing the Greenwood Avenue Bridge in Midland Park, Pascack and Washington Avenue intersection in Washington Township, and many culvert repairs across the county. Additionally, our team continues to make headway on securing a solution to one of the greatest headaches, the Route 17 bottleneck. Thanks to an $850 million grant received last year, the county is leading efforts to update a decade-old study which will allow us to finally move forward on this project. And time is of the essence. With billions of dollars in interstate commerce flowing through Bergen County every year to the rest of the Northeast United States, State Highway Route 17 is the only roadway in the national freight system that is not an interstate highway. With this critical state road essentially serving as an unofficial western spur of the New Jersey Turnpike, and so very simply, you can't get to New York State and the northern part of this country without getting off the Turnpike or Route 80 and getting on Route 17 and connecting with the New York Thruway. That is the critical artery for all of commerce in the Northeast to move through. A two-lane road built in the 1930s. With this critical state road essentially serving as the I just read that. And it is frustrating and problematic that Route 17 lacks safety shoulders and transitions from 3 lanes to 2 at several junctions, often causing traffic to sit still for miles. Widening Route 17 will alleviate congestion, improve safety, better air quality, and positively impact Bergen's economic outlook. I want to personally thank all the participants who took part in the study and offered comments and recommendations, and I look forward to making more progress on this project later this year. While all of these projects have regional implications, this administration is also working on a well overdue effort to finally update the county's overall master plan. Bergen County last adopted its master plan over 60 years ago, when our census population was 780,000. Much has changed since 1962. From our form of government to our population density, which grew by roughly 175,000 people. By updating this living document, we will have an accurate, big picture, regional perspective of how to best move forward in terms of future, long-term planning and sustainable development. From Route 17 to the master plan, my administration is tackling issues that have lingered for decades. These plans are the blueprints for both the county and municipalities to continue their move forward to grow, and to provide high level of services to our county and to the residents our residents deserve. In closing, the story of Bergen County is quite remarkable. We are a region whose history predates the founding of the nation itself. And over the last 3 centuries, we've grown from a humble outpost on the banks of the Hackensack River to the economic and cultural engine of the state of New Jersey. We supply more taxes to the state of New Jersey than any other county in the state of New Jersey. We support more of what happens in this state than any other county in the state of New Jersey. While progress may not always be fast or easy, for the most part, Bergen County has been a proving ground of good government, of the people, by the people, and for the people. My administration works every single day to serve our residents, and I'm very proud to build upon the foundation we have laid as we continue leading Bergen County forward. As your county executive, now beginning my 3rd term, I am once again happy to report that the state of Bergen County is strong and growing stronger each and every day. But our work is not done. I stand here ready to serve you for years to come, and we will continue to be the best county in the state without a doubt. Let me say again, we are Bergen County strong. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.